What up, Axie fam? This video, we're gonna be going over some of the leaked Starter Axies. If you wanna check out my Starter Axie cards leak video, I will link it above. If you wanna watch it, click that up in the top right hand corner. All right, and the first Starter Axie is Phantom. Look at his crazy eyeballs, man. Phantom is a bird type. His first attack is 0 energy. Attacks gain 10 damage per curse in opponent's deck. Cap at 10 curses. So this card is a power card. In theory, this would make its boomerang hit for 125 damage for 0. Pretty interesting. Then it has Inkling, which we've seen before, that shuffles the Jinx into your opponent's discard pile. Prana, which applies the bleed. Tadpole, which gives them another Jinx. And Raven, which gives them a Jinx. So this guy right here is a curse baby. This guy's all about putting curses in your opponent's deck. Tadpole, Raven, Inkling is going to be very good, I think. Boomerang, it says, return this card to the top of your draw pile if your opponent has more cards than you in their hand and discard pile. Weirdly enough, it's a beast card. He or she will not benefit from any of these cards except for Raven. This is a very chop suey Axie. I think Phantom, because I do believe if you have Mavis and one of these other cards is affected by Mavis, reducing its attack to a 0 cost, I think it gets the Phantom trigger. So this guy, completely depends on you to build the entire deck around this guy or girl, I don't know. Now, if you've played a lot of Origin, especially early on, before a lot of people had it downloaded or installed, you've probably seen this guy or girl. Venuki has a 2 energy power. It says apply 2 poison to all enemies at the start of your turn. Every single turn, you apply 2 poison stacks. This could have a lot of synergy with like thorny caterpillars. Gia would probably hit like a truck with this guy. This guy's gonna be so much fun to play. But this is a reptile. It also has a 2 energy skill with retain. It says double targets poison stacks for 2 energy. And at first glance, I think, oh, that's not that great. But you have to remember, you're giving them 2 poison stacks every turn. So every turn, 2, they go down 1. Give them 2, they go down 1. Give them 2. And then you double them from like 15 to 30. Doubling 15 to 30 is brutal. Chemical Fang, 1 energy, 50 damage. It says deal 2 bonus damage per poison stack on the target. Chemical Fang working really well with Punky, but also it kind of has that built-in Gia effect. Gia, whatever. Poison 2, 1 energy, 60 damage. Apply 3 poison, then add a copy of this card to your discard pile when used. So you're more likely cast one of these throughout the duration of the game. Death Room, 1 energy. It says apply 3 poison 4 times to random enemies. This has a sidebar small frill fill. Now Centipede, now what we're seeing is both of these guys have a 2 energy power and have a 0 cost. So his 0 cost, or hers, is 0. So Centipede, apply 3 poison, then add a copy to your discard pile when used. So you're going to be using more of these centipedes and more of these poison tubes throughout the game. More and more and more. Very, very cool. Now, here is our plant. Its name is Valora, and it has a card that we've been seeing in the meta. Cucumber Slice, 2 energy, 45 healing for everybody, then apply 3 healing boost. And it has Sakura built in, so any of those people that have not been able to try this will be able to use it, because it is now built into a Starter Axie. Herbivore, this card doesn't get a lot of play, but 65 damage if initial, restore 15 HP. Then it also has Strawberry Shortcake. And this guy has Timber, or this girl, or it has Timber. And then it has this card, Mystery Seed, which is the big one, right? Here is the card, Mystery Seed. Retain, pick a card. Next turn, add 2 copies of it to your hand. Vanish. Does this sound familiar to you? It should, because this is Magic Sack. This is Magic Sack, but you can pick any card to make a copy of it. So you can make a copy of your Nemo. You can make a copy of your Ronin. You can make a copy of your Greenthorns, your Strawberry Shortcake, your Timber, your Sakura. Magic Sack says skill or secret. Mystery Seed doesn't. I guarantee we see this card go to 2 energy, or this card gets changed completely. That's gonna be sick. Oh, it's gonna be sick. All right, this guy's name is Shillin. Shillin? Guy's name, girl's name, I don't know, its name. All right, first off, 2 energy, power, Ladybug Goggles. Each turn, if any enemy has shield, draw 2 additional cards. Yo, if you have like a deck of like carrot hammers and square teeth or Kataros, this card is going to be pretty nasty. All right, next one is Termites. 0 energy. It says innate. Remove 30% of all enemies' shield. Then it applies fragile for 4 turns. Interestingly enough, this card has no base stats. So this is a great target for some things later on. Like, I don't know, it is a bug card. So we could probably see this on a, hopefully, fingers crossed, they make it to where you can apply the bug charm that draws a card to any card and not just attacks, because this would be a great target for that. Imagine 0 energy, removing 30% of all enemies' shield, enemies plural, yeah, and it applies fragile, so they get reduction to their shielding in the future turns. This card is very good. Next card is 1 energy, 65 damage, deal 25% more damage to shield. This is very similar to Pincer. It's kind of a weird art because it's on his nose, but it's drilling through a heart. Kind of cool there. Shocker, 1 energy, 55 damage, but it says innate. Deal 100% more damage if target does not have shield. Yeah, so if you're playing stuff like Shield Leecher, which is a very, very good, very S tier. I will at some point do a charms and runes tier list. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you get notifications when those videos go live. Also, follow my Twitter. Very, very good with Shield Leecher. Shield Leecher and Shocker. That means this is doing like 110 damage after runes and charms for 1 energy. Yes, please. And I think that's the exact same thing I said when I reviewed all the leaked cards from the Starter Axies. All right, next card, 1 energy, 50 damage. It says retain. Deal 9 bonus damage per card in your hand. So this can make it to where you can always play it first because it has retain. I think this card's very good. 9 bonus damage, 9 times 5 is 45, so it's doing 95 damage. After runes and charms, you're doing like 113, 116. Oh, this guy is going to wreck people. This guy is an aggro machine. All right, last card, 1 energy, 65 damage. It says Shield Crusher. Deal 25% more damage to shield. We're seeing a pattern here. This guy does not like shields. No more locked doors. All right, here's the other one I got for you. This one is Ray. It is a Dusk Axie with some crazy eyeballs. Reminds me of that movie 9, if you ever saw that. Tim Burton, I think it is. Tim Burton movie. You see right here, you see this? 2 energy, Cursed Doll. It's a power with innate. Seeing a pattern here. It says each turn, gain 5 shield and restore 3 HP per curse in opponent's deck. Cap of 10 curses. So this could heal 30. I think it's for itself though, not all your Axies. So gain 5 shield times 10 would be 50 shield. 3 HP times 10, which would be 30. So you can get 50 free shield and 30 HP of healing for free if you have the right amount of curses in your opponent's deck. So this guy is gonna force people to play 2 cards, Puppy and Lotus. I've had my eye on Lotus. I put it on the worst cards in Axie Infinity, but I think they're going to give it a little bit of a tweak. When they give it that tweak, it's going to make it very, very good. It's very good against Goda. It's very good against downside of Nemos and Godas. But getting the voids out of your deck is very good. Cursed Doll, 1 energy, 60 damage. This is apply Hex for 4 turns, which is when the affected Axie uses a non-attack card, shuffles Confused into their deck. Okay, so this card, Black Flame Tongue. Retain. It says attack all. Turn all burn in opponent's deck into Scorch and then banish. So you only get to play this once, right? So when you play it matters. And you can see this guy also has Hot Butt, or girl. This Axie here has Hot Butt. 1 energy, 25 shields. Gain 25 shield itself. Shuffle 2 burns into your opponent's discard pile. So if you play a couple Hot Butts and then play Black Flame Tongue, that turns the burns into Scorches. And the main difference between burns and Scorches is Scorches do not exile themselves when they're done. They keep shuffling and they keep showing up. Oh, the triple Hot Butt is coming. That's what she said. I don't know what that means. Okay, 1 energy, 60 damage. Caterpillars, we've seen this before. Apply fear for 4 turns. Very meh. I think the fear should be extended. Okay, 1 energy, 60 damage. Raven, shuffle 1 Jinx in your opponent's discard pile. A couple of tweaks, maybe another hot butt or a swirl or a ear breathing on your team. And this guy could be very, very difficult. Uphill battle. After you get 1 or 2 hot butt triggers, and you could probably put, if you were so inclined, innate on your hot butts. If you had this guy and 2 guys with hot butt, and you have innate on both your other Axie's hot butts, you hot butt, hopefully you go second and you just double hot butt, because nothing's really happened so far, right? And then you draw Black Flame Tongue, then that's doing 180 for 3, which is very bad. That averages into itself at 60 damage per energy. Makes those Scorches stay in their deck. Ho, 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 ho. What do you think, Axie fam? Which starter was your favorite? I don't know, Phantom seems pretty cool, but having that 3 cost that can turn your burns into Scorches, ouch. The theory crafter in me is itching for something original like that. Itching for some hot butts. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Good luck in your matches, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!